multi-agency coordination, multi-department coordination to respond to a major event that's impacting the city. One of the many type of events that we may encounter here in the city of Orlando that we plan for are, of course, hurricanes, tornadoes, thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms like the one we had a couple of weeks ago. We may also have potential for flooding, depending on how much rain we get in a confined time of time. But we also have the potential, because of the major roadways, of having hazmat, a hazardous material type of incident. The number of large amount of quantities of chemicals that are transported on our roads on a day-to-day basis are enormous. We have a rail that runs right smack through the middle of downtown. And again, we have a potential impact if something does happen there. We also have 4 major active runways that have airplanes, big airplanes, flying over or taking off from the Orlando International Airport into heavily populated area. So the city of Orlando is not immune of disaster, and it's not immune of accident. But we can prepare, we can have an infrastructure ready to respond to any major impact that we may have in the city of Orlando. This is not the I-4, the ultimate I-4, but I would like to say that this is the ultimate emergency operations center in the Central Florida area, and I would venture to say in the state of Florida per se. We are a municipal level emergency operations center, but just look around our infrastructure. Look at how big of an infrastructure we have within the city of Orlando. Yes, we have a population of 250,000 residents within the city, but how many people commute to our roadways at any given time? If something does happen from a public safety perspective, we're responsible for the public safety while they're here. How many people come through the Orlando International Airport on a daily basis? Between 66 and 80,000 people come through that airport and come through our roadways on any given day. How many tourists we have here? How many people we have here in conferences? How many people we have here just visiting overall? So again, from a response perspective, we have to have the infrastructure in place to respond adequately, and if we have a major disaster or a major hurricane come through, the EOC, this room here, becomes the continuity of government for the city of Orlando. We can shut down City Hall, we can shut down all of downtown, we can shut down the school system, we can shut down everything, but this building will maintain operational presence at all time, 365 days a year. This is the place where the mayor and his executive policy group comes to when we have a major impact. The EOC is divided by a couple of subcomponents here. One of those subcomponents is the executive policy group room, which is that little room back there. It's nothing spectacular, it's just a conference room that we use on a day-to-day basis. But when we activate or have a major emergency, that little room becomes a major hub of operation. That's where the mayor, the executive policy group comes into, and we can brief them on what's going on citywide. What are the impacts, what are the recommendations from the various departments, and all that happens in that room right there.